Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about news from the British Grand Prix. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. Now, as you may know, I was at Silverstone this weekend, and for the Grand Prix today, I was sat at Woodcote, and it was a really good view. You know, you got to see the cars going through Luffield and then onto the old start finish straight before entering Copse. So yeah, got to see quite a few corners from where I was sitting, and you can see what I saw from the footage that's playing on screen at the moment. So yeah, a really good day. And it was a Grand Prix won by Lando Norris. He looked quick throughout the Grand Prix as he was chasing down teammate Oscar Piastri, and he was able to jump Piastri at the pit stops due to Piastri having a 10-second time penalty. Still though, Norris was fast in the changeable conditions, and he received a massive applause when he crossed the line to finish first. I mean, take a listen to how the crowd reacted when Norris won the Grand Prix. So yeah, that was me filming Norris coming past Woodcote after winning the Grand Prix. And speaking about his victory, Norris said, "This is where it all started for me, and now thankfully I've been able to have my go. Incredible race, stressful as always, but the support from the fans made the difference today, so I've got to thank them all for that. Your mind just goes blank. Everything you think before the race you forget. The last few laps I was just looking into the ground. I was trying to take it all in, enjoy the moment, because it might never happen again. I hope it does, but these are memories that I'll bring with me forever. An incredible achievement." Now, even though it was an incredible achievement winning his home Grand Prix, I think the larger achievement today was Nico Hülkenberg. My word, what a drive from him. He managed to finish on the podium in the Sauber. That's his first ever podium in Formula 1. And to do it in a Sauber is incredible. That Sauber is one of the slowest cars this year. And Hülkenberg started the race in P19. He just had a very difficult qualifying hour on Saturday. But to end up P3 was just incredible. The team got the strategy right, and we know Hülkenberg is good in the changeable conditions. He's shown this throughout his career, and he really demonstrated that today with a fantastic drive. And at the end, he even had Lewis Hamilton on soft tyres chasing him down, but Hülkenberg was able to maintain the gap and finish on the podium. So yeah, a really impressive drive from him. And speaking about his first ever podium, Hülkenberg said, "It feels good. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it? But I always knew we had it in us. I have it in me somewhere. What a race. Coming from virtually last to me, it's all over again from last weekend. It's pretty surreal, to be honest. I'm not sure how it all happened, but obviously crazy mixed conditions. It was a survival fight for a lot of the race. I think we were just really on it with the right calls, the right tyres in the right moment. Made no mistakes, quite incredible. I was in denial until probably the last pit stop, but then when I heard we gapped Lewis quite a bit with that one extra lap, I was like, okay, this is good, this is some breathing space. But then he was catching quite quickly, so the pressure was there. It was an intense race, but we didn't crack, no mistakes, and obviously really happy with that." So Hülkenberg is one really happy driver, and personally I was so happy to see him get his podium after such a long wait for one. But one driver who will not be happy this Grand Prix is Oscar Piastri. He started in P2. He was eventually able to dispatch Max Verstappen, who was struggling on his tyres, and he held on to the lead through 2 safety car periods. However, when the second phase came to an end, Piastri was deemed by the stewards to have braked too late at the restart, resulting in him being handed a 10-second penalty, which he later served at his pit stop. Now, I'm not really sure what happened, but it did look like the safety car was called in a bit late, and as we know, the leader controls the pace, and when the safety car was called in, it looked like Oscar braked, and behind him Max Verstappen seemed to be accelerating at the time, wasn't expecting Piastri to brake as he did, and then Verstappen ended up going straight past Piastri. And even though this is totally unrelated, at the next corner in Stowe, Verstappen ended up spinning. I think that was probably because his tyres were just not in the right operating window. But yeah, the stewards decided to award Piastri a 10-second time penalty. That cost him the lead during the pit stops. But one thing is clear is that Piastri was not happy, and he was reluctant to comment on what happened, with him saying, "I'm not going to say much, I'll get myself in trouble. Well done to Nico, that's the highlight of the day. Apparently you can't brake behind the safety car anymore. I did it for 5 laps before that, and again, I'm not going to say too much because I'll get myself in trouble." And speaking to the media later on, Piastri then gave further insight into his feelings about what happened, with him saying, "I thought the penalty was pretty bad, but anyway, I'm glad we had a quick car today, showed what I needed to prove, and it's just disappointing when what you deserve gets taken away from you." So yeah, as I say, Piastri clearly not happy, and now the stewards have issued their verdict as to why they gave Piastri a 10-second time penalty, with the stewards saying, "When the clerk of the course had declared that the safety car was coming in that lap and the lights were extinguished, car 81 suddenly braked hard and reduced speed in the middle of the straight between turn 14 and 15 from 218 km per hour to 52 km per hour, resulting in car 1 having to take evasive action to avoid a collision. This momentarily resulted in car 1 unavoidably overtaking car 81, a position which he gave back immediately. Article 55.15 of the FIA sporting regulations required car 81 to proceed at a pace which involved no erratic braking, nor any other manoeuvre which is likely to endanger other drivers from the point at which the lights on the safety car are turned off. What car 81 did was clearly in breach of that article. In accordance with the penalty guidelines, we imposed a 10-second time penalty to car 81. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.